Here's your favourite wine glass, Uncle Harry.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Why you should think that particular wine glass is charmed is something I'll never understand.
That doesn't surprise me, my dear.
Allow me to fill your glass, Brother Harry.
Good, good. So far, good. Don't lose your British accents. Keep up the pacing.
Right.
Speak out loud and clear.
A toast to health, wealth, and good fortune.
To health, wealth, and
good
fortune.
Excellent bouquet, excellent taste, sweet without being sentimental.
Ah.
Gordon, what's happening?
What's wrong?
Help him, he's
Look at
choking.
his face. He's turning blue.
He's falling.
Gordon! I'll take care of this.
Is he all right?
I don't see how he can be. He's dead.
Dead?
Dead?
Murder can be such a nuisance. Oh, there you are, Officer Garrett. I don't know who done me in, as they used to say in British mystery thrillers, but I won't sleep easy in my coffin until I find out. That's where you come in. I need your help.
If you don't mind, Mr. Forrest, I'm in charge of this investigation.
Only trying to help.
We'll leave it to the professional. Besides, you're dead. Beat it.
Call me if you need me.
I'll do that. Name's Lorch. Detective Lorch. Homicide. I'm the investigator in charge. Our murder has been committed on the stage of our local community theater. You've already met the staff. Pardon, I meant to say the victim. It's me you're assisting, not him. Murder took place 3 days ago during a rehearsal of some dumb play. Just so you understand, I'll stop the action every once in a while and you can tell me how I should proceed. We work together. You got that? Okay, good. I gave you the scene of the crime. The time was early evening. No one to the body. What we need are suspects.
Phyllis Love. I was the actress in that dumb play. Leading lady.
Audrey Thaxter, another actress. I usually play the sweet young thing.
Paul Westerfield, actor.
Jeanette Marsh, exceptionally talented director.
Barbara Lloyd, stage manager and props.
Dolly Bray, part-time cleaning woman. I only do it to pass the time. I don't need the job. I got plenty of money set aside. I like to feel useful.
Like the victim wants to know who did it. Okay, so what do we have got? The scene of the crime, the approximate time, the suspects. What else should we be looking for? Motive or how the murder was committed?
Motive.
Motive it is. Let's hear some motives.
I had an excellent motive. Gordon Forrest was blackmailing me. I come from a very wealthy, socially prominent family. To put it bluntly, I'm filthy rich and highly respected. But he knew I was a kleptomaniac. That's right. I steal things, not because I need them or even want them. It's all mixed up with psychiatry. Gordon threatened to tell the media unless I paid off. The scandal would have destroyed my family and ruined my reputation. Did I kill him or not? You decide.
I'm not surprised Gordon turned out to be a blackmailer. He was a bad sort, but oh, so charming and hard to resist. We were getting married, or at least that's what the people thought. The wedding invitation from the mail, and he just dumped me. You can imagine how awful it would be if I had to tell the guests the wedding was off. I'm glad he's dead. I didn't know how to tell everyone the truth that I was dumped. Did poor, penniless Audrey kill him or not? You decide.
You've heard it before, I'm sure. An actor would kill for a good part. Community theater is my life. It's all I live for. But Gordon Forrest always got the good roles. The best lines. It was all community theater politics. I should have gotten Gordon's role in that dumb play, but I didn't. He always took what rightfully belonged to me. I'm a brilliant actor. Ask Jeanette. He was never better than mediocre. Did I get rid of the competition? Did I kill him or not? You decide.
I simply don't know what to say. I certainly had no reason to off the man. I mean, murder the victim. He was always in time for rehearsals, and he always knew his lines.
I might have done it. Could have been revenge. You see, I was married to Gordon Forrest. He ran out on me years ago. He got quite a shock when I turned up again. I enjoyed watching him squirm. Maybe it wasn't revenge. Maybe I murdered him to protect Audrey. Did I kill him or not? You decide.
I don't know nothing about nothing. Right now I'd like to be home feeding the citizens in my fish tanks.
We have at least 3 strong motives to work with. Should I book Phyllis Love? Or should I book Audrey Baxter? Or should I book Paul Westerfield? You decide. Whoa, Garrett. I can't book all of them. You can only stretch circumstantial evidence so far before it snaps back in your face. I think we better do some more investigating. What do you say, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, more investigating it is.
Here's the material you requested, Detective Warish.
Thanks, Garrett. I think you all know Officer Garrett.
We're not likely to forget him. He was the first officer on the scene.
Scene of the crime, you mean?
Naturally.
Scene of the crime. Why quibble over words? We talked to him before we talked to you. What does it matter?
I thought this building was supposed to be sealed off.
Sticky yellow tape in the doors, nasty stuff. I'll have to use goo gone.
The building can be reopened. The department's got all of the information it needs for the crime scene.
Such as?
Tell him, Garrett. It's okay.
Anything the coroner's office required. Forensics DNA. Photographs were taken of everything on the stage. Evidence bagged. I took plenty of notes.
I recall.
It's so gruesome to think about. At first, we all thought poor Gordon choked to death when the wine went down the wrong way.
It's not unheard of. I couldn't believe it when I heard he'd been poisoned.
And I can't imagine what new information anyone can give you, Detective Woolrich.
Purely routine.
We've already told you everything we know.
Several times.
Never can tell. Someone may have forgotten something.
Like what?
That's what I'm hoping to find out. Why don't you put that on the prop table, Garrett? Take a seat.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate everyone showing up.
What choice did we have? Cops on my doorstep day and night.
Police pestering neighbors?
Answering the same questions over and over.
Patience, ladies and gentlemen. Patience. I'll make this as painless as possible.
What are you, a policeman or dentist?
That's not funny, Dolly.
Neither is murder.
The coroner's initial report stated Gordon Forrest was probably poisoned.
Probably.
You mean he wasn't?
I mean, the coroner was unable to identify the poison immediately.
Isn't that rather unusual?
Not if the poison is extremely rare.
Was it?
In this country, yes. This is a copy of the toxicology report. The poison that killed Gordon Forrest is nearly always lethal. Once the toxin enters the bloodstream, death is almost instantaneous. A few seconds, and that's all.
Obviously, suggesting the prop wine, which was nothing but grape juice, was poisoned.
Am I?
How could it be the grape juice? We all sipped a glass poured from the same decanter.
Perhaps the poison was in the glass going Forrest used, not in the decanter.
I resent that. I handled all the props for the rehearsal. There was nothing in that glass.
Someone might have dropped something in when you weren't looking.
I tell you, the glass was empty.
I have an idea. What do you think? Shall we reinvestigate the murder or look for clues? You decide.
Yes.
Miss March?
Yes.
I'd like you to tell me again what happened the night of the murder. The rehearsal. Exactly as you remember it. Describe the set.
Oh, very well, if you insist.
We would appreciate it.
We were rehearsing a play called 3 Doors to Death. It's a murder mystery.
We assume that by the title.
The setting is a library in a large manor house in the English moors, early 1800s.
Uh-huh.
There are 3 doors into the room. One door leads to a small study. Another door leads to a hallway that opens onto the gardens. Another door leads into the main part of the house. A fireplace there, the desk, wine decanter and glasses on the top. Armchair there. Everybody please, I want a good rehearsal. You ready with the props, Barbara?
I've got most of them.
You want me to sweep the stage, Miss Marsh?
Not now, Dolly, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Can't you see we're rehearsing?
The armchair don't belong that far out. That's better. Nice pillow.
Dolly, 3 Doors to Death already has a stage manager.
I like to feel I'm part of the team.
I'll let you know when you can sweep up.
I don't have to do this work now. I've got money.
Can we please get on with the rehearsal? Begin. Ha ha ha, you're a witty fellow, George.
Am I?
You kept us laughing on the moors.
Ha ha ha.
If you say I'm witty on the moors, then I must be witty on the moors. If one must be on the moors, one might as well be witty.
I say, back from the mall so soon, are we?
Hello. Look who's here. Harry.
Sit here, sir, close to the fire. It will warm your gout.
Don't mind if I do.
I think a glass of, grape juice? Oops. Sorry, Jeanette.
Never mind the mistake. Get on with it.
I think a glass of wine is called for.
Excellent idea.
I'll get your favorite wine glass, Uncle Harry.
Thank you, my dear.
Uncle Harry, I must show you what my friend in India sent me as a gift. He's in the army, you know, Calcutta.
I say, that is a wicked-looking thing.
It's a blowgun. The natives put a poison dart or needle, and with a hard force of breath, they spit it out like this.
Not the proper sort of thing to give a young lady. That's what I say. Glass of wine?
Here's your favorite wine glass, Uncle Harry.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Why you should think that particular wine glass is charmed is something I'll never understand.
That doesn't surprise me, my dear.
Allow me to fill your glass, Brother Harry.
Good, good. So far, good. Don't lose your British accents. Keep up the pacing. Right.
Right.
Speak out loud and clear.
A toast to health, wealth, and good fortune.
To health, wealth, and good fortune.
Excellent bouquet, excellent taste, sweet without being sentimental.
Ah.
Gordon, what's happening?
What's wrong?
Help him, he's
Look at
choking.
his face. He's turning blue.
He's fallen.
Gordon! I'll take care of this.
Is he all right?
I don't see how he can be. He's dead.
Dead? When we realized poor Gordon was dead, we called the police, and Officer Garrett showed up.
I came through the door at approximately 10 minutes after 7.
Thank you, Miss March. You may be seated. Is that the way the rest of you remember it?
Yes.
I think so.
I am sure I didn't leave anything out.
That's exactly the way it happened.
In that case, I wonder why no one mentioned Dolly Bright fooling with the armchair and pillow just before the rehearsal began.
Well, I didn't think it was important.
Everything about murder is important. I wonder, too, why no one mentioned how Gordon Forrest reacted when Phyllis Love used the blowgun.
You're not suggesting I used a poison dart or needle. He had a muscular twitch or something. Obviously.
A dart is an excellent way to inject a poison, especially when it's propelled with considerable force. Do you have the blowgun, Garrett?
It's here.
Let him see it. Take a good look at it. Recognize it? It's possible Dolly Bray might have placed a needle in the armchair pillow.
Hey!
Sit down, Miss Bray!
Is that how it was done? A needle in the armchair pillow?
Consider this. Phyllis Love had double opportunity.
How can you say that?
The blowgun and the fact that you also fluffed up the pillow.
Oh dear, that's right.
If you think I'm the guilty one, arrest me.
Stay
no,
calm. We know you
Phyllis.
didn't do it.
Don't say that.
Stay
No,
calm.
Phyllis.
Relax, Miss Love. It wasn't a needle or dart. No mark on the body to indicate point of entry. What the coroner found was a trace of the poison on Gordon Forrest's tongue, also in saliva. In short, he drank or sipped the poison.
I tell you, the glass I handed Audrey was empty.
But Audrey Baxter turned her back before she made her entrance. She could have easily have slipped something into the glass without you noticing. She might have even switched the glasses.
I hadn't thought of that.
Think about it.
What was the poison?
I was wondering when someone was going to ask. Garrett? What you are looking at is a pupfish, also known as a balloonfish or toadfish. In Japan, it's known as fugu. The deadly poison is contained in this glands.
No one would eat such a fish, would they?
In Japan, properly cooked, the glands removed, it's considered a delicacy. However, there is still a high mortality rate.
Ugh.
The poison extracted from such a fish takes effect within seconds.
The pufferfish isn't native to these parts.
No, it isn't, but fish collectors often have them.
Fish collectors?
All right. I collect rare and unusual fish. So what?
Your neighbors who have seen your aquarium support you at a pufferfish.
It died. Besides, why would I want to kill Gordon Forrest?
I suppose they'll be accusing me again. I seem to be the prime suspect. After all, I do have a pet shop in the mall. It kills time and amuses me. I donate all the profits to charity.
This playhouse couldn't continue without Phyllis's financial support.
Along with the kittens and puppies, I also sell rare and unusual fish, mostly tropical fish.
I always purchase my tropical fish from Dolly's shop. Most people in this town do.
If you must know, I did sell a pufferfish to Dolly.
Charge me plenty, too. I didn't even get a discount.
Anyone could have gotten such a fish from a specialty store. You'll pardon the expression, Detective Woolrich, but you're just fishing. Are we? What shall we hit him with? Motive or a long discourse on the ninja of feudal Japan and how they prepared poisoned fish? You decide. Are you sure you want motive?
Yes, sir.
Ugh. I never get to give that discourse on the ninja of feudal Japan and how they prepared poisoned fish. Okay, if it's motive you want, it's motive you get. Let's see how they react when we tell them what we know. Sit down, you two! My team of investigators has turned up a great deal of information on you people. Take you, Miss Love.
Must you always be picking on poor Phyllis? It's harassment. That's what it is.
I'll get around to you in a moment, Mr. Westerfield. We found an unknown letter to you in Gordon Forrest's apartment, Miss Love. He wrote that unless you paid up, your shoplifting career was over, and so were you.
Shoplifting?
The police have known about your problem for some time. The stores chose not to prosecute you because your family always pays for the things you take.
I can't help myself. I'm a kleptomaniac. I need heavy help.
Kleptomaniac?
We know Gordon Forrest jilted you, Miss Baxter. We talked to his new girlfriend. You know, the rich young woman he intended to marry instead of poor you. In plain English, he just got a better deal. We also know your wedding invitations were already in the mail when he was murdered.
He was no prince. He was a frog.
Common knowledge. You were jealous of Forrest, Mr. Westerfield. You once said that you'd like to kill him. There were several witnesses to this remark. With Forrest out of the way, you'd be sure to play all the leads and have all the good lines.
I'm entitled. I deserve to play leads. I would have had them too if it weren't for community theater politics. I've been treated shabbily.
Paul, get a hold of yourself.
I didn't tell the police about you, Paul. I've always been on your side. I'd have helped you in any way I could.
Even if that meant getting rid of Gordon Forrest?
I didn't mean it that way.
Better write down these remarks, Garrett.
Yes, sir.
You were once married to Gordon Forrest, Mrs. Lloyd. As a matter of fact, you were his widow.
Widow?
Don't bother to deny it. We have a copy of the marriage certificate. But you never signed the divorce papers, did you?
Why should I deny anything? It's true.
But you never said a word.
I enjoyed watching him squirm. Sweet revenge.
Revenge is a good motive. On the other hand, if he married that rich young fiancé, you could blackmail him for my handsome sum. Bigamy is a felony. He could have gone to prison.
At least my conscience is clear.
Except for one thing. Gordon Forrest was obviously blackmailing you.
How?
How do we find out? Your bank statement. You've made several large withdrawals over the past few months. Several large checks made out to Gordon Forrest.
He was a swine. He blackmailed me into giving him all the leads. He kept a scrapbook of my past reviews in other cities. They were all pans. The critics said I was a terrible director. I've been happy here. Actors respect what I have to offer. Can you imagine my despair if Gordon made copies of my failures and faxed them about? That's what he threatened. I'm vain, I admit it. I'd done anything to shut him up.
You're a fine group of guys. The fish poison could have been rubbed inside the glass. anyone could have done it, and the glass would appear empty. Purple Lloyd could be making a fuss to cover her tracks. Shall we name the killer? Or shall we go on making them sweat? You decide.
Name the killer.
Line them up, Garrett. Take a good look at him, Garrett. There's a killer in this lineup.
Don't forget me.
You?
It could have been suicide.
Suicide?
Who murdered Gordon Forrest? I demand justice. I deserve justice.
You always overacted, Gordon.
Thanks, Garrett. Here we go. No doubt about it. Garrett has decided the suspect who murdered Gordon Forrest is Jeanette Marsh.
All right, you've caught me. You're a clever bunch of amateur detectives. He deserved to die for what he was doing to me. When I traveled to Japan, I learned how to extract the venom from a pufferfish. I was thinking of Gordon all the time. You know, only a tiny amount of poison is needed to do the trick. I rubbed it inside the glass. It was quickly absorbed by the grape juice, and when Gordon sipped, poof, bye-bye, adios, auf Wiedersehen. Gordon deserved what he got.
Jeanette Marsh, I arrest you for the murder of Gordon Forrest. You have the right to remain silent. You watch television. You know the rest. Cuff her, Garrett. Take her downtown.
Too late, Detective Woolrich. Prison's not my style. Anybody moves and I'll douse you in this fast-acting pufferfish poison. If it touches your skin, you'll be done for.
Stop!
Congratulations, Detective Woolrich. You found the killer.
No, I didn't. He did. Take a bow, Garrett.